Winnie the Pooh flew away, but the sediment remained. What the Kremlin was counting on turned out to be a chimera. The high expectations from Comrade Xi's visit did not come true. The Chinese rescue failed. The Power of Siberia 2 gas pipeline remained in the plans for the future. The prudent comrades brought neither the means for waging war, nor ideas for concluding peace. It was expected that the Chinese leader would stay in Moscow for about 3 days, but he did not stay even 2, finally leaving the toxic rat take care, dear friend. As if he grinned, hand over your business as soon as possible, and move in with me, while I give at least some guarantees. Hyenas near the Kremlin are already hissing in the corners. The warrant for the arrest of the ringleader is a test of the loyalty of the elites. At the same time, oligarch Vladimir Lysin tiptoed out of the bureau of the board of the Russian Union of Industrialists and Entrepreneurs in order not to be included in the sanctions list. And the leader insistently demanded from the security forces to intensify repression among the population, capable of hitting extremism. The animal lizards nod, but do not enter, and so we strangle every third one, which means we will nightmare every second one. Medvedev, always ready to go to hell, joined the nightmare. First, he threatened with a missile attack on the Bundestag for his readiness to arrest Putin and hand him over to The Hague. Then he read Stalin's telegram to the industrialists, hinting that if he did not fulfill the plan for the production of tanks, he would smoke in the Zayuzu from the Generalissimo's pipe and reveal all the enemies. They listened, but for some reason they were not afraid, and all week Gherkin and Prigozhin held, each in his own dull register. The first predicted a nightmare from the upcoming offensive of the armed forces of Ukraine, the second tried to soften his protracted conflict with the Ministry of Defense. The ghoul has almost come to terms with the idea that the Ukrainian epic for his thugs is about to end with Kobzonari, so he will have to reorient himself towards the African direction. And on the lower floors of the collector, price nightmares reigned. According to the FOM, 47% of Russians polled are shocked by the monthly rise in prices for basic products, goods and services. 28% humbly believe that the growth is quite normal. At the same time, a quarter of respondents are horrified that prices will continue to rise faster than before, and only Prime Minister Miss Houston, refreshed after meeting with the Chinese Winnie, on Thursday optimistically soloed in front of the cardboard parliament, promising to somehow break through. Did the son of Governor USS manage to break out of Italy, from where he was supposed to be extradited to the United States? True, it looked like a behind-the-scenes exchange, when Michael Calvé and Philippe Delpale disappeared from Russia under mysterious circumstances just as abruptly. The lawyer confirmed that Calvé was already in the United States. For him, the cave nightmare was over. But for Putin, it is just beginning. His accomplice in the illegal deportation of Ukrainian children Lvova Belova has already turned on the fool and said that she does not understand the essence of the charges. And the ringleader himself is urgently looking for an elusive point of support. After all, every day the Hague curse will only intensify, and the surrounding servants in the skull will increasingly hear the thought, why not bury this living political corpse so that he himself does not suffer and poison others? Brazil and South Africa have already said they will be forced to arrest Putin if he appears on their territory. But at the same time, South Africa, as if nothing had happened, invites a criminal to the August BRICS summit. Peskov, swimming in cognitive dissonance, blurted out that a decision on Putin's visit to this summit had not yet been made. It is unlikely that the bunker will risk going there, even if he lives. Zaluzny's advisor Dan Rice announces a powerful counteroffensive that will shock the whole world. So the main nightmare for the Rashists and their bald commander is yet to come. By the way, Slovakia has already handed over the first 4 MiG-29s to Ukraine. The rest of the aircraft will be handed over in the coming weeks. And the Czech Republic has extended the ban on issuing visas and long-term residence permits for citizens of Russia and Belarus until March 31, 2024. Exceptions will be made for those citizens who have requested a humanitarian visa, as well as for relatives of citizens of EU countries and those who have a residence permit or permanent residence in the European Union. And while Raiffeisenbank is being literally forced to leave Russia under the Damocles sword of US sanctions, Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni vetoed a takeover deal for the Italian cloud service provider over funding ties to Yandex. The law of nightmarishing says, do not think that you can frighten the whole world with impunity. It can answer, in such a way that it does not seem small. And only on the Tomsk village of Sredi Ny Vashyugan did wet grace descend. Here, for the first time in 327 years of existence, a central water supply appeared. True, and it can turn into a nightmare when a sewer break happens. And it will certainly happen. After all, a cave cannot live without breakthroughs.